Today, we are going to be talking all about how to organize your classroom library so that it stays neat. My first year, I thought I had a solid system in place. I labeled every book with a different colored dot. I felt so organized and sure that my students would completely understand the system, but every time I would look over in the library, I would notice that it was chaos. The wrong books constantly in the wrong bins. And I just quickly realized that the kids were not getting this. So I tried to reteach the system, but no matter how many times I explained it, the kids simply just were not getting it. It was one of those moments that I just realized I needed a better system. So the next year, I tried something different. I made labels that had pictures and words, like a soccer ball next to the word sports. I put the sticker on the back of the book and the front of the bin. Now I realize those two don't match, but in my classroom they did match. Those were just the ones that I found today to show you the example. And that year it worked. It worked instantly. My books were constantly organized. They were always in the right bucket, so when I went to look for something, I could always find it. I was amazed at how I had turned my library chaos around and how my kindergarten students were able to understand the new system. So if this is you, the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to take your pile of books and you're going to want to sort them. This does take a good chunk of time up front, but trust me, it's worth it. So you just go through Valentine's, superheroes, sports. Try and think broad kid-friendly categories. Those seem to work best, but really it should be whatever also works for you. Don't overthink it. Keep it simple. You can always change it if you really need to. The next step is that you're going to want to take your categories and you're going to create labels that will match your books and your bins. Personally, I think that what really helped my students is the picture that they were able to match and the words. Canva or PowerPoint really works great to create these. You can just make little squares to be the size that you need, drag in the clip art or the images that you want, and pick a font to type it in. You'll want to make sure that you just include visuals that are easy for students at a quick glance. Now to make it really easy for myself, I actually printed my book, these labels. You can tell that it's kind of, the edges are cut, and that's because it's actually an Avery label that's true to a label. And then I just cut them in half so that then it was a sticker that I could just stick on the back of my book, and it was easy. Another option is that you could just cut out all the little squares and then use like packing tape to put it on the back. But I just found these have lasted. I've had these on for at least a couple of years, and I haven't had any pill up or any problems. So they're definitely my favorite to use. Don't forget that when you're creating these, that to make them look nice and consistent, you probably want to use images from the same person or clip artist, or you could use real images and pick one font and make sure that it's easy to read for the kids. This will just keep your library looking cohesive and clean. Once everything is labeled, organizing your new books will be easy. You'll just stick on a label and stick it in the bin that matches. I like to store extra labels in an envelope or folder for easy access later when I get new books. Honestly, switching to picture and word labels is one of the best things I ever did for my classroom organization in my library. It keeps things neat, it makes sense for little learners, and best of all, it saves me time after the initial setup. No more spending any planning period times resorting my books. And if you're looking for inexpensive ways to build your classroom library, you'll want to watch this video here where I'm talking about 5 inexpensive ways to get more books in your kids' hands. See you guys next time.